I've been a house painter my whole life. As a result of that, I injured my back. Over time, my back became worse, and eventually the doctors put me on pain medication. They started me out with a low-dose oxycodone, and eventually that didn't work, so they increased the dose. As the pain worsened, the prescription got stronger. And eventually, I was introduced to heroin. In the beginning, it worked for me. Sometimes it would supplement my pain medication. It took all of my pain away. It took my worries away. It helped me to be better at work, so I thought. I slept better. It helped with my moods. But in the end, it ruined my family. It almost took away my job. And it most definitely almost took my life.
My name is Julia Branda. I'm 27 years old. I was born with a physical abnormality of the pancreas. The pain can often be excruciating to the point that my body can go into shock. That means I need to go into the hospital, if I'm lucky, 6 times a year. The pain medication that I normally am given is Dilaudid. Dilaudid is an extremely powerful pain medication. It's actually a cousin of heroin. It has on several occasions saved my life because it stopped the pain, which prevented my body from going into shock. No doctor has ever come to me and said, this is a very powerful drug that you're going to take for a week, but in that process, you need to start to wean yourself off. That's really where the problem begins. It really can turn into a vicious cycle if I didn't wean myself off of the drugs. The distribution, the follow-up, the education, it's all lacking. They all have flaws. If I had a different personality, had a different chemical makeup, and had different circumstances, it's very possible that these drugs would have led me to addiction and a possible accidental overdose.
I started with Percocets at age 18 from a doctor for my back. From there, it just went out of control. At first, I was using them as prescribed, but then eventually I liked how it felt and I started taking more and more. When I didn't have any, I was left with the only option to go try to find some, and finding Percocets wasn't as easy as I thought, but heroin was more accessible. So I tried heroin. It did help with any pain that I did have at that moment, but for me, it made me feel like I had no worries. It made me feel calm, like nothing was wrong. Eventually, I got in deeper than I thought I would be, and once I ended up with a habit, the hardest thing for me was stopping or finding a way to live without them. When you're in addiction, you end up doing anything you have to do to feed that habit. You think that you are in control of it, but then when you find out that you're not, You're left with nothing. You're left with nowhere to sleep, nothing to eat. You feel like the whole world is crashing down. It all catches up. I'm 25 years old. I don't have a college degree. I don't have a house. I don't have a car. I have to rebuild everything back up from scratch.
I started to notice changes when my second oldest brother, his temper got really bad, and I saw him hanging out with new friends that really were like high all the time. He would be nodding out, slurring his words. When I first found out that he was using heroin, my mom and I both decided to put him in a detox for a week, just to start off with that. But at first he didn't like that, so he left. A month after that, we put him in again. He just keeps leaving. I went to my counselor to talk to her. She helped me get into a Narcan program to help him in case he overdosed. Before he started using drugs, we were really close. We would joke together and listen to like songs and music, and he would always come in my room and like say, "Oh, Mika, this is a new song, like, would you like this?" And I was like, "Oh, I like that." And then we'll just start listening to music together all the time, and then we'll watch movies. Sometimes I'm too scared to like go out with my friends because I don't want to get a call that says my brother had an overdose, because no one else in my house knows how to administer Narcan. My biggest fear is when I'm in college that I won't be able to help my brother. My family members are gonna call me and say that he died.